Hi guys, just gone 12:30, Wednesday 15th of May. You see from the calendar that I'm about to scroll through that it's a pretty busy session ahead. We come into the afternoon here in London, but in just under an hour we have the retail sales figures out of the US, along with New York Fed manufacturing, and also the Canadian inflation numbers, which will provide some volatility for sure, certainly in the dollar CAD. Going through then to the back end of the session as we go, industrial production, manufacturing output, business inventories, all before we have the weekly crude inventories at 3:30 UK time, and a few speakers as well to be aware of, a couple of Fed speakers and ECB speakers in the mix to have marked up on the chart, and having a look then at those charts, having a look here at the euro, just pushing to a new low for the session. Bit of support potentially going to be found around today's S2, along with the low that we had back on the 9th. We had a comment recently from UK Brexit Secretary Barclay suggesting that there is an underappreciation of a no deal. We had some more comments from Salvini, which is probably just weighing on sentiment a touch as we're starting to price in this negative feel for the markets, not just for the euro, but mentioned the pound as well, just ticking through its low of the day. So for the dollar, worth keeping an eye on the euro here, and any strong data, especially at the retail sales, may see us break through this little range that we've been in from the lower point going back to the 7th and the 9th. Also around there, the round number 112 on the futures, worth keeping an eye on as well. Moving over to stocks, having a look here at the S&P, just fighting around the pivot for now. We have some interesting support, 28.19 below that, and still 28.45 and just a bit above would be an area to keep an eye on. But looking longer term here on that 60-minute, if we were to have a bullish cash open and yesterday's low was to remain the low of the week, well, I'll be keeping an eye on this potential resistance point, bringing in this trend line from the top of this down move. You see would align pretty well on around that R1, but also maybe the high of yesterday if it comes sooner, or the resistance point from early yesterday morning. So really key levels just above where we are trading that I would have marked up. To the downside, a break below 28.20 on the futures might start things getting a bit more interesting. This morning, while stocks have slipped slightly lower, you have seen your safe havens rally a touch, T-notes pushing higher, the Bund as well pushing on to make new highs for the session. The yen, albeit until recently we've just seen a bit of dollar strength as well, pushed higher as we were in a bit of a risk-off environment. Session ahead, looking at those data releases, that will be the main driver. Or I'm sure Trump will have something to say shortly as he wakes up as well. I hope you'll have a good trading session ahead.